So the Supreme Court started its new session this week, and abortion rights is one of the issues on the docket. The court will hear a case from Mississippi that could lead to the overturning of Roe v. Wade. ABC 10 News reporter Jared Aarons takes an in-depth look at that case and how it could impact us here in California.
We won't go back. We will not go back.
As marches and rallies play out across the country, the issue of women's reproductive rights and abortion access will ultimately come down to just 9 people, the justices on the Supreme Court.
This is a blockbuster term.
Legal analyst Dan Eaton says this case, Dobbs versus Jackson Women's Health, will take center stage. It challenges a Mississippi law that bans abortions after 15 weeks. And the state has asked the court to review Roe versus Wade and other decisions protecting abortion rights before a fetus can survive outside the womb.
Are they going to actually take a hammer to Roe versus Wade, or are they going to decide the abortion case more narrowly?
Experts say this case will be the first major test of the court's new conservative 6-3 majority, now that Justice Amy Coney Barrett has replaced the late Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Are they going to avoid looking crassly political or not?
Professor Glenn Smith from the California Western School of Law says a decision that feels entirely political could damage the court's reputation.
It's important for the American people to feel like justices are not just politicians that wear black robes. There's some law going on. There's legal precedents that are weighty.
A ruling to uphold the Mississippi law would return abortion regulation rights to state control. That would have an immediate impact on abortion rights across the country. 12 states already have laws on the books that would ban abortions entirely if Roe v. Wade is overturned. 5 other states could resume enforcement of abortion bans from before Roe that are still on the books. California's constitution protects the right to abortion, but even that could be challenged depending on the court's decision.
Does the Supreme Court, if it overturns Roe versus Wade, take the next step, depending on how it rules, in saying that a fetus has personhood rights? If that happens, if it views a fetus as having independent constitutional rights, that could upend the right to abortion even in the state of California.
Smith adds there is precedent for overturning a long-standing ruling. For instance, Brown versus Board of Education overturned prior rulings that allowed segregation, but it takes a heavy burden of proof.
It's not that the Supreme Court can never or should never change its precedents, but it should be very cautious in doing so, and only doing so where it's necessary.
The Dobbs versus Jackson case will come before the court on December 1st, but Eaton says we may not get a ruling until sometime in June. Downtown, Jared Aarons, ABC 10 News.